MX player Gautam Gulati. Thank you so much, sir, for joining. Gautam Talwar, I'm so sorry. Gautam Talwar, I'm so sorry. क्या बिग बॉस वाला थोड़ा असर है इसके लिए, so sorry. All right, Gautam, what do you want to talk about the show Dharavi Bang? Because MX players से we've always seen a lot of gripping show, अच्छा narrative होता है, and मैं अपना एक journey share करना चाहता हूँ आपके साथ. I think 4-5 महीने पहले जब मैं ट्रेन में कहीं जा रहा था, I not kidding, पूरे 2-3 डब्बे में लोग आश्रम ही देख रहे थे.
Thank you. Yeah. You can hear me, guys? Okay. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I am really, really hoping that what you saw, जो आपने अभी देखा, पहला एपिसोड आपको पसंद आया होगा. I would like to just talk about two things. You know, it's always when you are creating shows for a platform, दो सवाल हमेशा आपके मन में आते हैं. पहला होता है कि you know, why this show, and then it's about how the show. Why the show is very important from MX point of view. I can bore everybody here with, we have 300 million monthly active users and, you know, state numbers which are pretty large. But I think what I will do is I'll put two data points which are important to understand कि हम धरावी जैसा show क्यों बनाते हैं MX में, right? I think the 2 points are that we are probably the only app, I think probably the only Indian app, that has crossed 1 billion downloads. Right? And that is a very, very large set of downloads on any app. We are in the esteemed company of Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. That is the level of reach that we've got with our audiences in about 58 countries, to be honest, right? Not only in India, but about 58 countries. I think that's the first data point to understand that how large is the reach of MX, right? And I think the second data point is in India, if you talk about video, right? We are only after YouTube. So we're literally number 2 after YouTube in terms of video consumption. That is the reason why we are what we internally at MX talk about. We are proudly mass. We are not a niche channel. We do not make niche stories. We are a very, very proud mass channel. And I think that why Dharavi, I think it's a universal story. It is not catering to a specific audience, 18 to 24, 24 to 35, you know, male, female, SEC-A, SEC-B. It doesn't work like that for Dharavi, right? Dharavi is a universal story. I think everybody will relate to it. I think everybody will enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode for sure. And the why, right? It's the how. So the why I have explained, and how it's magical, right? I think every show that we produce, and we produce quite a few, we put it out on the platform. The how magic is actually here, right? It's just these guys who are just so clear about, you know, about what they give to the project, right? And that level of professionalism that comes on set. I just like to talk about the how at 2 levels, right? There's a very long list of cast and crew that I cannot remember or talk about. But I think that, you know, there's a writer sitting here, Sarthak, जिसकी दिमाग से शुरुआत होती है हर चीज़ की, right? There's Sanika, there are just people who start imagining this world, right? And when it's on paper, the clearer it is on paper, right, it just becomes clearer on how to do this bit. Then comes the captain of the ship, of course, right, with Samit. He actually gives the vision to that story. We have some beautiful, beautiful people sitting here. Vijay Mishra is here, our DOP, who gives you this absolutely beautiful visuals to watch, right? And it's just a very, very crazy collective effort. I cannot thank the cast enough for the effort that they've actually put. I'm sure they'll detail it out to you as to what they are, who they are. And the beauty of it is that we've got 2 beautiful, beautiful cultures at loggerheads. Not only 2 families, not only 2 stories, but the entire Tamil culture, right, headed by Talaivan here, And we've got Sid Menon, we've got Freddy, we've got Vamsi, we've got Shantipriyaji, we've got Bhavna. We've got everybody representing that culture. And by the way, if you look at all their surnames, they're largely South Indians. Huh? And I'm not kidding. And that brings the authenticity to the show, right? And then there is this whole authentic Mumbai culture, which is literally got by Vivek. I think he had a coach to get the Marathi right. Sir had a coach to get the Tamil right, in spite of being Anna. Am I right, sir? And the effort that has been brought around, right? And there's Santosh here, there is Iravati here, there is, it just builds it together. So just these two worlds colliding with a vision here, with a writer here, and I think that's the how and that's the magic. Why is a lot to do with strategy, but how is the magic? And the magic is really, really, these artists here. Ma'am is Kulkarni here. She represents Maharashtrian correctly, I believe. But it's just that we've got these people who've given it their all, right? And I think that's what we at MX are really, really happy about. I think that's what the audience will see. I think that's what the audience will appreciate. And yeah, we're just now really, really looking for some blessings from the audience. That's really it. Because eventually once it's out there, then it's about the audience and how they react. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate all the hard work. Appreciate all the effort. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Chief Content Officer Gautam Talwar, MX player. Thank you so much. Sir, आपसे जानना चाहूँगा about this show. जब आप लिख रहे थे, जब आपने सोचा कि ये करना है शो, प्राइमरी कास्ट, सबसे पहले सुनील सर, विवेक ओबरॉय, कैसे कास्टिंग हुई सबकी?
Hello. Thank you for coming, guys. It means a lot. First of all, this is the man जिसके वजह से शो इधर है, हम सब इधर हैं. And thank you for this opportunity, Gautam. It means a lot. Percy, thank you so much. Sarthak for writing this brilliant show. Senika, superb dialogues. Vijay Mishra, the painter. Thank you so much. Wasik Khan वो आ नहीं पाया. लेकिन I can say a lot today. It's like a very emotional thing because life has come a full circle actually. I never thought that my most ambitious work would take me back to Dharavi, where I used to play as a child, where my mother had her packaging units in Dharavi, right in the center of Dharavi, and to play with all those kids over there, जिनकी माँ मेरी mother को help करती थी in packaging. Many people don't know about this, but that was a lovely journey, and from there, every lane of Dharavi, and we used to play Chor Police. So coming all the way back to Dharavi Bank and doing this, I think so इससे अच्छा, इससे खूबसूरत चीज़ कोई हो नहीं सकती. And this is thank you Sunil sir, with all the mad intense sessions of readings which I did in Khandala with sir, and then straight to Dubai with Vivek sir, and then straight to this hotel the first time I met Sonali ma'am. So it's been a great journey, and it is also the way they have performed in the show. I always feel that the next nomination, I think so this entire cast is going to compete with each other only in the award show. That is how good they are, and it won't be possible without the team. Dharavi Bank, and Dharavi is a beautiful place. मतलब एक अलग emotion है मेरा Dharavi के साथ, because I live in Matunga. I have a lot of connect, and Dharavi is so beautiful. Dharavi is so genuine. Dharavi is so honest. The people, the love, the passion they have. And ऐसा कहते हैं कि मुंबई दो चीज़ों से चलती है, एक तो यहाँ की local और दूसरी है Dharavi. So this is what Dharavi is all about. This is what all the characters are. Shanti ma'am, thank you for being a part of the show. She's brilliant. Samiksha, you are superb. Freddy, तू बहुत पागल है यार. हाँ, तू superb है. संतोष, मेरा भाई है. संतोष बहुत कमाल है. हाँ, देखो कोई touch नहीं कर सकता, ये fact है performance में. नागेश दादा, thank you so much for being a part of this film, for this show. Bhavna, thank you so much. I want to really thank all of you. Hitesh, Siddharth, Rohit sir, Watkar Kaka, thank you so much. And इनकी performance, please आप लोग देखना. For the performance, it is, I think so, they have given their a lot to the show, a lot. And शायद थोड़ा टाइम लूँगा, लेकिन वो ज़रूरी है ये बात करना, ये बताना कि कितना इन लोग ने कितना प्रोसेस किया है, मतलब हम लोग ने कितनी बातें की हैं, वो वैनिटी वैन हो या सेट हो या शूट के पहले हो या फ़ोन पे हो, बट यू नो राइट फ्रॉम सुनील सर, Vivek sir, Sonali ma'am, everybody, you know, they were so very passionate about the project कि ये line हम ऐसे बोलेंगे तो क्या होगा, ये हम ऐसे बोलेंगे तो क्या होगा, and this is what the discussion was. What I loved about कि you know these two gentlemen, आज के जितने actor हैं, प्लीज़ मतलब ये जो दो लोग करते हैं और इतने साल से करते आए हैं, आई थिंक सो ये बहुत ही सीखने वाली बात है. इतना डिसिप्लिन, इतना पैशन मैंने आज तक किसी एक्टर्स में नहीं देखा. एंड थैंक यू फॉर दैट, थैंक यू. मैं बहुत ज़्यादा, आई एम अ वेरी लकी मैन. आई थिंक सो दैट दिस शो केम टू मी एंड इट इज़ बिकॉज ऑफ दिस मैन दैट द शो केम टू मी. थैंक यू. I hope you all like the show. And also, it is also about the city. Dharavi is a character, and Dharavi is a very important character in the show. You know, the underbelly, the Thalaivan side, the cop side. You know, we've gone into details of how a Tamilian would speak or unka culture. We have gone into detailings of how Gavaskar would speak, or you know उसकी wife कैसे बात करेगी, उसके घर में क्या चीज़ें होंगी, थलाइवन के घर में क्या चीज़ें होंगी. Sonali ma'am as a chief minister, you know वो how ruthless she can be, you know how calm she can be, but the eyes, how will they talk, and that Sonali came up with all of that. So guys, please watch the show. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Sunil sir, can't believe it's debut again for you.
Absolutely, and I believe I'm going back to school
Yeah.
because of the same reasons, but super excited, fingers crossed. And you know, through the entire conversation, there's only one thing that I've realized is कि लोग स्केल की नहीं बात कर रहे, लोग गाने की बात नहीं कर रहे, लोग आउटडोर की बात नहीं कर रहे, लोग खाने की बात नहीं कर रहे, सिर्फ और सिर्फ टेक्नीशियंस और टैलेंट की बात कर रहे. You know, which means it's a fact that each and every one has been involved in this completely, whether it's the cops or the robbers, or you know, whether it's the good side of the so-called world, and our Thalaivan's family. It's the family that makes it. It's the family that makes it. And the police are a big problem for us. The police have been very difficult. And so also the chief minister. I thought she was on my side, and suddenly we both realized she's on our own side. You know, so she is what a politician is. But hats off. So to each one of you, MX, thanks for having us. You know, Gautam, probably this is one of the only times I have not bothered once we are done with the shoot, because you knew that at the helm of affairs there were people who cared about the product, and they only spoke about the product. He came once in a while, observed, but behind the scenes I know that, you know, that he's at the helm of affairs and doing it and watching it very closely. Percy, Sarthak, I mean a genius when it comes to writing, layering of the script, explaining the character to you. You know, I thought I was alive the minute he narrated it to me. You know, when Ashima and the Z team came, and Sarthak was there, and Sarthak said, so we want you to play this, and he narrated it. Somewhere down the line I got the confidence that, you know, after a break of so many years, that yes, I can go back to school. Probably I haven't forgotten my craft. You know, when you disappear, you believe that you've forgotten it, because the world allows you to believe that, you know, you don't have a success behind you. Your Fridays are difficult Fridays. Not everybody wants to cast you, and suddenly something so big comes and they say, you doubt yourself and you say, really, you want to cast me for such a big character? Because for me, my dream has been, if it's films like these I talk about Nayakan and I talk about Dayavan, you know, and my two heroes, Kamal sir and Vinod sir. So that sword on your head, that can I even deliver 10% of what they've delivered? If I can, that's a big burden then that they've put on our shoulder. And then the dialogues, I was super excited about the dialogues. यार ये किसने लिखा है? कमाल है यार ये लड़का, कमाल की चीज़ है. और एक छोटी सी बच्ची सिनिका ने ये dialogues लिखे हुए हैं. You know, and that's the खूबी. कहाँ हो आप? Stand up. That's her and the dialogues, and associate Dharavi with her. It's unbelievable. Whether it's my prosthetics, Renuka, you would expect people to come from Hollywood to do the prosthetics for something like this. But there's this young girl, Anil Dada's daughter, who comes up to you, works with you for 3 hours and does that. It's the art, the team, Khan Saab ke saath jo 4 pillars the unke, wo bachchiyan, you know, the detailing that they've gone, the Dharavi, the team that executed, it was the local boys that executed a seamless shoot. मैंने अपनी जिंदगी में इतनी seamless shoot कभी की नहीं. प्यार बहुत था, लेकिन unruly नहीं थे. Disturbance कभी कुछ नहीं था. आवाज़ जब हम सीन करते तो एक आवाज़ नहीं निकलती थी. लोग सिर्फ ये पूछे, कुछ खाओगे, कुछ ये करोगे, घर में बैठोगे, ये करोगे. That was धारावी, जो दुनिया बाहर की दुनिया को लगती है कि कितनी chaos है यहाँ पर, लेकिन एक ऐसी दुनिया है जहाँ सिर्फ और सिर्फ प्यार भरा हुआ है. Where festivals are celebrated like festivals, like India needs to be celebrating its festivals, which we've seen in this last 1 year. Diwali, Holi, Eid, everything has meant so much to us. Ganpati, they've been huge. Suddenly you feel you're back in India, and that's what Dharavi meant to me. And that's the beauty of the show. Each one has performed so beautifully. क्योंकि मेरे लिए अगर आप देखोगे तो every time I see Vivek perform and he says something or Sonali says something, I feel, shit, I'm dangerous, yeah? I'm this crazy whacked out guy. And am I that bad? But then when I see my family and Dharavi react to me, I feel, no, yaar, ye Masiha hai. You know, ye Robin Hood hai. And that is the power of performance. And I loved it. We are going through tough times as far as our movies go. We say we don't have an audience. But trust me, अगर आपके पास content हो और इतने अच्छे actors और team हो, आप गलत हो ही नहीं सकते. So, you know, to my own team, Kiran Dada, Naveen, Wacky, Sunny, all of them who've been through this with me, because I used to lose it pretty often क्योंकि 3 घंटे बैठना, makeup करना, and then Samit comes up and says, sir, ये ना थोड़ा निकाल दो ना, वापस लगा दो. यानी समित तू खाने के बाद ही मेरे को बुलाएगा. फिर क्या करे आप करो ना, and he used to go off. You know, and to all the assistants, I mean, बहुत सारी कहानियाँ मेरे पास assistants के बारे में, बहुत सारी कहानियाँ हैं. अभी वो बोलने जाऊँगा तो बहुत तकलीफ होगी. But what a team, Vijay. I mean, genius at work, but not once did I ever realize कि वो shooting कर रहा था. He never disturbed you once. So मुझे अगर confidence है इस show में, वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ इसलिए क्योंकि जिन्होंने भी बात किया उन्होंने सिर्फ बात किया कंटेंट और टेक्निकल टीम की. सो व्हेन यू हैव अ ग्रेट टीम, फिंगर्स क्रॉस्ड, आई होप इट वर्क्स. थैंक यू.
Absolutely, absolutely. Vivek sir, what about you? जब आप on paper पढ़ा, when you came on shoot, and now the first episode जो preview देखा मीडिया ने, how is your journey has been with this character अब तक?
So I think first of all, हम सबको दिल से लेजेंडरी सुनील शेट्टी, हमारे प्यारे अन्ना को वर्ल्ड ऑफ ओटीटी में वेलकम करना चाहिए. और एंट्री मारी तो बॉस, कैसी एंट्री मारी, तलाइवन, अमेजिंग. I think it all begins from Mr. Gautam, तलवार, जो तलवार की तरह तेज है और गुलाटी नहीं मारते.
जैसे गुलाटी बोला तलवार निकाल दिया था उन्होंने. मैं बोला डजंट मैटर, थलाइवा यार रख लो, यार अपने पास रख लो.
जाने दे, बच्चा है छोड़ दे. It all stems from an intent यार. मैं बहुत कम काम करता हूँ, ज़्यादा काम करता नहीं हूँ. After the success of Inside Edge 1, 2, 3, every time I would go out to promote it, people would say, यार अब जब Inside Edge इतनी अच्छी चल गई है, why aren't you doing something else? Why aren't you doing more work on OTT? And my whole thought process was, यार quality करते हैं, quantity के पीछे नहीं भागते हैं. आराम से, I have to enjoy it, I have to believe in it, I have to feel committed to it as a character, enjoy the whole experience. I mean, I've had 2 decades of a career now. At some point in life, you realize कि अब unless I feel truly, deeply connected and satisfied as a creative person, as an actor, मुझे अब ये नौकरी के लिए नहीं करनी. And I think that's what connected with the way Gautam, Percy, the whole team, when they brought Dharavi to me. And funnily enough, Sarthak and I were at a dinner years before that, a couple of years, 2-3 years before that. And he said, यार मैं कुछ ऐसा लिख रहा हूँ. हाँ संजय गुप्ता के घर. And he said मैं कुछ ऐसा लिख रहा हूँ, and I said यार ये बड़ा interesting है यार, it's fascinating. And I was thinking of Talaivan as a character, right? Because the way it was.
But that's exactly what happened to me. जैसे ही synopsis भेजे तो मैं बोला प्ले क्या कर रहा हूँ, पुलिस वाला नहीं बनना है मुझे. थलाइवन हो तो बात करते हैं, you know, exactly the same thought.
वैसे भी शूट आउट में हम लोगों ने कर लिया, राइट? गुंडा एंड पुलिस वाला नाव भी रिवर्स मार रहे हैं. बट देन आई मेट गौतम एंड आई रियलाइज्ड दैट एग्जैक्टली व्हाट अन्ना सेड कि ही इज ड्रिवन बाय क्रिएटिंग दैट कंटेंट. यू नो, ही इज सेइंग कंटेंट, हर पन्ना स्ट्रांग होना चाहिए, हर किरदार स्ट्रांग होना चाहिए. एंड इट जस्ट क्लिक्ड. एंड देन आई मेट दिस मैडमैन समित कक्कड़, जो इतना फितूरी है, इतना पागल है. एंड द वे ही वर्क्स, द वे ही just sinks his teeth into the character, सोया हुआ एक्टर भी जाग जाएगा. You know, you feel like अरे यार ये बहुत पागल फितूरी पैशनेट इंसान है, इसके साथ काम करने में बहुत मजा आएगा. And that's what happened, man. I mean, you know, it was crazy. It was like I was calling Samit more than I would call my wife. I was like, yeah, come, have lunch with me, have dinner with me, let's talk about it. It was an amazing experience getting into the whole story, and even during shooting. I mean, Dharavi in itself was a whole crazy experience. And on the first day only you could tell the difference between Samit, and due respect to all. But ये वो director नहीं है जो air conditioned कमरे में बैठकर सोचेगा I think guys, you know, we need to visualize Dharavi like this, जो आजकल ज़्यादा Hollywood effect हमारे सर पर चल रहा है हिंदुस्तान में भी. गली गलत चप्पा चप्पा जाके एक एक गली को जान के पहचान के रेकियो, मतलब कितने 50 रेकी किए कि यहाँ ये शॉट होगा, यहाँ ये करेंगे, इस तरह से ये क्रिएट होगा, तलाइवन की दुनिया ऐसे होगी, जयंत गावस्कर यहाँ से आएगा. इसीलिए हर फ्रेम में you can feel Dharavi, you can smell Dharavi, you can experience. It's an immersive experience of Dharavi, and I feel you've never seen Dharavi like this before. And I personally feel, because Anna is a legend in his own right with a phenomenal career over 3 decades, but I personally feel that this is his career's best performance, and this is coming from a fan. Right? I've been a fan of his.
No, but once again, I have to add, everything is the director out here and the man who believed in it.
Yeah.
The writers. It's the technical team. Samit is crazy. I can talk forever about Samit, which I will. Good things and only good things. I absolutely love this man and the passion that he has, and he drives you. So what Vivek said is absolutely true. I think it was because he was crazy is that he put a bunch together that's absolutely crazy. मेरे को तो डर लगता था, हर एक के साथ, अपनी फैमिली के साथ काम करता था, मैं बोलता यार मैं डायलॉग तो नहीं भूल जाऊँ, ये खा तो नहीं जाएगा मेरे को, you know, because you're such good actors, you know. And sometimes I used to forget, I used to just look at them like that, but then sometimes it worked that Thalai was in his own world. So it looks like I'm acting, but I'm in awe of them, you know.
अन्ना ने मुझे एक बार बोला था कि समित यार तू सब ना इतने धाकड़ एक्टर्स जो लेके आया है ना, वो बहुत अच्छी बात है.
So I think एक मोतियों को साथ में पिरोना भी एक आर्ट है, and I think Samit is very committed to that. And every single actor, I'm so grateful to the whole cast. You know, किसी के 5 सीन है तो किसी के 50, but उन 5 में भी इतने जान डाल दी हर एक्टर ने. आप किसी का परफॉर्मेंस देख के नहीं बोल सकते ये वीक है. And like Anna said, every performance, every scene, you have to be on the tip of your toes, because सामने solid actor है, तो आप भी और अपना game up करते हो. That experience was amazing. Even shooting in Dharavi, I remember एक action sequence था, वहाँ सब शुरू हो गए. Funnily enough, you know, flashback to shoot out, they started shouting, "Maya bhai, Maya bhai, Maya bhai," and पूरी गर्दी हो गई. और इतने सारे हमारे सफारी सूट पहन के हट्टे कट्टे सिक्योरिटी गार्ड्स रोक नहीं पा रहे थे. People were just coming in the frame randomly. And then Samit goes and talks to this Mai, this old woman. You remember that? She lived in a kholi right there, and he said in Marathi, he went and told her कि थोड़ी मदद कर दो, यहाँ पे ये लोग बहुत परेशान कर रहे हैं, शूट नहीं हो पा रही. She must be at least 70 years old. She went inside the house, pulled out one danda, and came out, and the choicest of Marathi galis. Ah. और डंडा घुमाते घुमाते जो गालियां दी, लोग 5 सेकंड में डिस्पर्स हुए जैसे राइट पुलिस आई हो. That was that world. It was amazing. I had such an incredible experience there. एक जहां हम शूट कर रहे थे, क्योंकि कोई वैनिटी वैन वगैरह कुछ नहीं, अंदर भी जाना है तो या तो चल के जाना है या बाइक पे बैठ के जाना है शूट करने के लिए. कुछ गलियां इतनी सक्रिय, But I observed something, and Anna, please correct me if I'm wrong. I observed that गलियां जितनी गंदी हैं, उतने ही उनके घर और दिल साफ हैं और सुंदर हैं. And because we had no place to sit, वो घर बुला लेते हमको. I used to go and rest in between shots. I used to sit, जमीन पे बैठ जाता था ठंडी है, ऊपर पंखा लगा देते, spick and span, clean and beautiful. खाना बनाते थे तो बोलते थे आप हमारे घर का कुछ खाएंगे, खाना खाएंगे. And I remember when we were leaving, the last day of wrap up, I went to see this lovely family that was very nice to me there, and they were from the Kumbhar community, the potters. And उन्होंने हाथ में थैला पकड़ा दिया. मैंने कहा ये क्या है? I said नहीं दिवाली आ रही है ना. So they gave me diyas, which they had made. And I said, obviously जो हम सोचते हैं ना कि एक transactional nature होता है, maybe I should pay for something like this, right? आपका job है ये. And she said absolutely not. She said बिल्कुल नहीं. आप माँ बोलते हो मैं बेटे की तरह आपको दे रही हूँ, ये आपके घर में रोशनी करेगी, ये दिवाली, ये मेरी तरफ से आपको.
How sweet.
And it was such an amazing experience, yaar, to feel that love. And I realized that where we live ना, हमारे घर बड़े हैं, लेकिन जैसे घर बड़े हो जाते हैं ना तो दिल छोटे होते रहते हैं. And Dharavi taught me the opposite. छोटे घर हैं लेकिन दिल बहुत बड़े हैं. It was an amazing experience to go through that. It's super fun working, you know, on the show. Jayan Gavaskar is a crazy cop, and people say ये पागलपन जो है ये कहाँ से आता है? Said Samit Kakkad से आता है. बस उतना ही पागल वो है. First day I work with this brilliant actor who I'm such a fan of her work. I've always admired her work, not only in Hindi but Marathi also. First day, first shoot, first time I'm shooting with Sonali, and guess what? Am I allowed to say it? Am I allowed to say it? It's a bloody intimate, passionate scene. And I'm like, yaar, ye kya hai yaar? First time I'm working with her. So this is the kind of madness. And Sonali and I had a big laugh. And then we said, chalo, let's just get on with it now. So it was an amazing experience. And thank you so much to the whole team. Thank you to Percy, who personally took on being my Santa Claus, landing on set with Royce Chocolates to make sure that the 10 kgs I was trying to put on was putting on much faster than I expected. Thank you to Sarthak for this world that he created. Vijay, you're an artist, man. You're an incredible artist. And all of you, yeah, the whole team, you know I love you guys. I just enjoyed every minute of working with all of you. Thank you so much for making me a part of this incredible, crazy journey.
Thank you, sir. And Sonali ji, how was it to be the powerful person, CM Saiba?
A big thank you to Samit, because मुझे नहीं लगता और किसी ने सोचा होता. मुझे लगता है कोई भी एक्ट्रेस जो आज इंडिया में है, she would have said कि मुझे कास्ट करो. This was such a powerful role. किसी भी एक्ट्रेस को लगता कि I want to be in the shoes of the CM. मुझे अभी भी याद है लास्ट ईयर हम मिले थे समित जब हम तैयारी कर रहे थे. And as you exactly said, we met in this very hotel when we started preparing for my character Janvi Surve in Dharavi Bank. I still remember एक exercise मैंने की थी जब मैं college में थी. मेरे थिएटर टीचर थे और उन्होंने हमें एक एक्सरसाइज दिया था कि एक गाली दे दो. तो मैं पुणे से हूँ, आई एम फ्रॉम फर्ग्यूसन कॉलेज. तो मेरी पहली गाली थी बावड़ट. तो दुबे जी ने मुझे बोला था बावड़ट गाली नहीं है. कोई भी लड़का जो तुम्हें छेड़ रहा है उसे अगर तुम ऐसा बावड़ट कहोगी तो प्यार से आके हाथ पकड़ेगा. अच्छी गाली दो. तो मुझे याद है मैंने काफ़ी दिन बिताए थे एक गाली सीखने के लिए, लेकिन समित के साथ काम करते वक्त वो जो मैंने एक्सरसाइज किया था उससे कई ज़्यादा गालियाँ मुझे याद करनी पड़ी. क्योंकि कहते हैं ना कि एक्टर्स ऑलवेज डिलीवर लॉट मेनी अनसेड लाइन्स एंड इमोशंस. वी merely don't say the lines that we are delivering. There is a lot going on in our minds and hearts. An actor is supposed to communicate the entire, fight that is going inside. So Samit really charged each one of us to bring out that fight and struggle which is within. I was so scared to touch Janvi Surve because for me, I feel let us have trust. Let us trust all the politicians because they represent us. They are a part of our society, and let us not doubt or create a gap between them and us. They are amongst us and part of us. But having power and being a leader are two different things than being a common man. It was fun, Samit. It is entirely thanks to you
Much fun for me
for
too.
casting me as Janvi Surve. Gautam, you have a fabulous team. They looked after us and we felt like a huge family. We felt like a team. I remember working with Sunil sir on a film called डरना मना है, जहाँ पे मैं उन पे इतना भरोसा करती थी कि उनकी वजह से मैं वो फिल्म कंप्लीट कर, मैं बहुत डरती हूँ हॉरर फिल्मों से, मैं देख भी नहीं पाती हूँ. Only because he was there in that film, it was a RGV film if you remember, I could sail through. लेकिन यहाँ उनके साथ पंगा लेने में वो जो बावड़ट वाला था ना मेरे मन में, मतलब धाड़स ही नहीं हो रहा था. लेकिन I had to put my act together. For Vivek, I think एक विवेक मुझे याद है जो जिसे मैं बहुत चाहती थी, वो हमदम सुनियो रे. वो मैंने मोटरसाइकिल राइड देखी है और इतनी बार वो गाना सुना है. और आज हमारे धारावी बैंक का ट्रेलर जो है उसमें ये जो आते हैं गावस्कर बन के, टू कॉन्ट्रास्ट रोल्स एंड fabulous working with Vivek. I have my most of the scenes with Vivek and of course with Nagesh and few of you all from the cast members. But I had a fabulous time being Janvi Surve and bringing out the contradiction which is not necessarily in a CM. I know CM बनने के लिए काफ़ी लोग तैयार हैं, लेकिन मैं बन पाई.
Lovely.
ये मेरे लिए खास था.
और सबसे हॉट सीएम बन पाए.
करेक्ट. आप देखिए अभी 10 एपिसोड्स हैं, ढूंढिए.
All right, 19th April, MX original series Dharavi Bank. Requesting all the media people, if you have any questions, we'll pass on the
अच्छा,
mic.
सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट यू. आपको पता है सीएम बिजी रहते हैं.
जी.
मुझे मंत्रालय जाना है, तो मुझे इजाजत दीजिए.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you so much, Sonali ji, for being with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, Sonali ma'am के लिए जोरदार तालियां. Thank you.
हेलो हेलो हेलो